The Elephant and the Monkey's Jungle Adventure. In the heart of a dense, vibrant jungle, there lived two unlikely friends, an elephant named Elroy and a monkey named Max. Despite their stark differences, they were inseparable. Elroy was calm and thoughtful, often providing wisdom, while Max was quick-witted and mischievous, bringing humor and agility to their adventures. One sunny morning, a great commotion erupted near the watering hole. The jungle animals were panicked. The river, their lifeblood, had stopped flowing overnight, leaving only a muddy trickle behind.
"This is bad,"
said Elroy, his deep voice echoing through the trees. "Without the river, we won't survive long." Max swung down from a branch, landing lightly on Elroy's broad back.
"Don't worry, buddy. We'll figure it out. Let's go upstream and see what's blocking it."
Elroy and Max set off on their quest. The jungle became denser as they climbed upstream, the sound of trickling water fading into silence. Along the way, they met other animals who offered clues. A parrot squawked.
"I saw strange rocks near the waterfall."
A deer added.
"The air smelled different, like something burning."
"Sounds fishy," Max muttered. "Let's hurry." When they reached the waterfall, they gasped. A massive pile of boulders, tree trunks, and vines had dammed the river. Beyond it, the water swirled angrily, unable to flow downstream. "Who could have done this?" Elroy asked, his brow furrowed. Before Max could reply, a booming laugh echoed. From the shadows emerged an enormous crocodile named Cyrus, surrounded by his gang of smaller crocs.
"Looking for the river, are you?"
Cyrus sneered.
"Well, it's mine now. I built this dam to create a private pool. No one's taking it from me."
Max whispered in Elroy's ear.
"We can't fight them head on. We need a plan."
Elroy nodded. "What do you suggest?" Max's eyes gleamed mischievously.
"Leave it to me."
Max climbed a tall tree near the dam and shouted,
"Hey, Cyrus, bet you can't catch me."
He danced and flipped, taunting the crocs. Furious, Cyrus and his gang lunged at Max, leaving the dam unguarded. Meanwhile, Elroy quietly approached the dam, using his massive strength to push and pull at the debris. Just as Elroy was making progress, he heard Max scream. He turned to see Cyrus snapping his jaws perilously close to Max, who was dangling from a vine over the croc's snapping jaws. "Elroy, a little help here?" Max called out, his usual confidence shaken. Elroy acted quickly. With one final shove, he dislodged the dam, sending a powerful surge of water downstream. The rush of water swept Cyrus and his gang away, leaving Max safe on his vine. "Nice timing, big guy," Max said, climbing down to Elroy's side. With the river restored, the jungle animals rejoiced. Elroy and Max returned as heroes. "You know," Max said, "I learned something today. Brains and brawn make a great team." Elroy chuckled. "And I learned that a little mischief can be just what's needed." From that day on, the jungle thrived again, and the bond between Elroy and Max grew stronger, proving that friendship and teamwork can overcome even the biggest challenges.
The jungle's hidden treasure. Life in the jungle had returned to its usual hum of activity after Elroy and Max helped the civets find a new home. But one crisp morning, as sunlight filtered through the canopy, an unexpected discovery sent ripples of excitement through the jungle. Max swung down from his favorite mango tree, clutching a crumpled piece of bark.
"Elroy, look what I found!"
Elroy was sipping water by the river.
"Another one of your amazing discoveries, Max?"
Max unrolled the bark, revealing a faded map.
"No joke this time, it's a treasure map. Look, here is the banyan grove, and here is the waterfall. It leads to something called the heart of the jungle."
Elroy examined it, his wise eyes narrowing.
"This looks ancient, but a treasure? I don't know, Max." "Come on, big guy,"
Max said with a grin.
"Think of all the cool stuff we could find. And imagine how the jungle could benefit. Maybe the treasure can solve problems we don't even know about yet."
Elroy sighed.
"All right, but only if we share whatever we find with everyone."
Max clapped his hands.
"Deal, let's go."
The duo set off, using the map to guide their way. Their first stop was the old banyan grove. They searched for clues until Max spotted an engraving on one of the roots.
It says, "Follow the golden bird's path."
Max read aloud.
"What does that mean?"
Elroy thought for a moment.
"Golden bird. Maybe it's referring to the sunrise. Birds fly east in the morning."
Smart thinking. Max said, climbing onto Elroy's back.
East it is.
As they traveled east, the jungle seemed to change. The trees grew taller, their leaves shimmering with a strange glow. Soon, they reached a clearing with 3 stone pedestals. Each held a riddle. A carved inscription read,
To reach the heart, prove your mind, strength, and courage.
Max's eyes sparkled.
This is getting exciting.
The first riddle read,
I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, yet water kills me. What am I?
Easy.
Max said, grinning.
It's fire.
As he spoke, the pedestal sank into the ground, revealing a path forward. The second trial required Elroy to push a massive boulder uphill to trigger a mechanism. While Elroy strained, Max cheered him on.
Almost there, buddy. You are stronger than that rock.
With a final heave, Elroy completed the task, and the path extended further. For the final trial, the pair had to cross a shaky rope bridge over a deep canyon. Halfway across, the wind picked up, making the bridge sway dangerously.
I don't like this, Max.
Elroy said, hesitating.
Don't worry, big guy.
Max said, leaping ahead to stabilize the ropes.
We've got this together.
With teamwork and determination, they made it across. Finally, they reached the heart of the jungle's stunning crystal fountain, glowing with a soft golden light. Surrounding it were plants that seemed to hum with life. Max ran ahead.
Wow, look at this place. It's incredible.
But as they approached the fountain, a deep voice echoed. Who dares disturb the heart? From the shadows emerged a massive, ancient tortoise with a shell covered in moss and glowing symbols.
I am Turan, guardian of the heart. Why have you come?
Elroy bowed respectfully.
We followed the map, hoping to find something that could help the jungle.
Turan studied them for a moment, then smiled.
The true treasure is not the fountain, but the journey you undertook to reach it. The heart grants wisdom and renewal, but only to those who prove they act for the good of all.
Max scratched his head.
So, no gold or jewels?
Turan chuckled.
The heart itself is a treasure. Its waters can heal and bring vitality to the jungle.
We'll use it wisely?
Elroy promised. With Turan's blessing, they carried a small vial of the heart's water back to the jungle. They used it sparingly to heal sick plants and animals, ensuring everyone benefited.
That was some adventure.
Max said one evening, lounging on Elroy's back. Elroy smiled. And a reminder that the greatest treasures are those we share. Max chuckled.
Like mangoes?
Elroy rolled his eyes but laughed.
Sure, Max, like mangoes.
And so, the jungle thrived, with Elroy and Max always ready for the next mystery and another unforgettable adventure.
But one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a new mystery emerged known that would take them deep into the jungle's most hidden corners. As Elroy enjoyed a peaceful drink by the river, Max came dashing toward him, panting.
Elroy, we've got a mission.
Elroy sighed, setting his trunk down.
Max, the last time you said that, we ended up in a cave full of bats. This is different.
Max insisted.
The Elder Civetnary needs our help. She's looking for something called the Moonflower.
Elroy raised an eyebrow.
Moonflower? Never heard of it. Exactly.
Max said, hopping onto Elroy's back.
That's why we need to find it. Apparently, it only blooms once a year under the full moon, and it's supposed to have incredible healing powers. Nari says it can cure a rare jungle sickness that's been spreading.
Elroy sighed but nodded.
All right, let's go. But no unnecessary detours this time.
Max grinned.
I make no promises.
The map Nari had given them was old and faded, but it pointed toward the deepest part of the junglean area few animals dared to enter.
Why does every treasure have to be hidden in the scariest place possible?
Max muttered as they walked through thick vines and towering trees.
If it were easy, someone would have found it already,
Elroy replied. As they journeyed deeper, the jungle grew eerily quiet. Even the usual chirping of birds and rustling of leaves had faded.
I don't like this,
Max whispered. Suddenly, a loud rustling came from the bushes. Max jumped onto Elroy's head.
I really don't like this.
Out of the shadows stepped a sleek black panther eyes glowing in the dim light. Elroy took a cautious step back.
We mean no harm. We're searching for the Moonflower.
The panther studied them for a moment before speaking.
Many seek the moonflower, but few are worthy.
Max gulped.
Define worthy.
The panther's tail flicked.
To find the flower, you must pass 3 tests. If you fail, you must turn back.
Elroy sighed.
Why does there always have to be trials?
Max elbowed him.
Come on, we've done this before. We got this.
The panther smirked.
Then let's begin.
The panther led them to a grove filled with identical flowers.
One of these is a moonflower bud. Choose wisely.
Max scratched his head.
Great. It's a jungle version of Spot the Difference.
Elroy leaned in, using his keen elephant memory.
The real moonflower is said to glow under moonlight. Let's wait.
As the moon rose higher, one bud gave off a faint, silvery glow.
That one.
Elroy pointed.
Correct. On to the next test.
They followed the panther to a dark cave.
Inside, you will hear many whispers. Find the true voice among them.
Max hesitated.
What if the true voice tells us to run?
Elroy nudged him forward.
Then we run.
Inside the cave, eerie whispers echoed all around them. Some were soft, others harsh, but among them, one voice was clear and kind.
Seek the place where the fireflies dance.
Max's ears perked up.
That's it.
They stepped out, and the panther nodded again.
You listen well. One more test remains.
The panther led them to a cliffside, where 2 bridges hung over a deep chasm. One looked sturdy, but led into darkness. The other was weak, but led toward a glowing tree.
One path is safe, but takes you nowhere. The other is risky, but leads to the moonflower. Choose.
Max looked at the sturdy bridge.
I really want to pick that one.
Elroy shook his head.
The safest path isn't always the right one. We take the risk.
They carefully crossed the rickety bridge, avoiding broken planks. Finally, they reached the glowing tree where a single, beautiful moonflower bloomed. The panther stepped forward one last time.
You have proven yourselves. Take the flower and use it wisely.
Elroy carefully plucked the moonflower, and they rushed back to the jungle. When they returned, Nar used the flower to create a powerful remedy. Sick animals slowly began to recover, and the jungle was filled with relief and gratitude. That evening, Max lay back on Elroy's head, watching the moon rise.
Another adventure. Another treasure.
Elroy smiled.
And a reminder that the greatest rewards come from helping others.
Max grinned.
Still, next time, can we find a treasure that doesn't involve crossing deadly bridges?
Elroy chuckled.
No promises.
And with that, they rested, ready for their next great journey.
One sunny morning, Max the monkey sat on a tree branch munching on a banana. Below him, Elroy the elephant calmly chewed on a piece of sugar cane. Max grinned and said,
Elroy, I am the king of eating. No one can eat faster than me.
Elroy smirked.
Oh, really? Faster than a hungry crocodile?
Max puffed out his chest.
Okay, maybe not that fast, but definitely faster than you.
Elroy chuckled.
That's like saying you're taller than a turtle. Not very impressive.
Max gasped.
Oh, challenge accepted. Let's have a food competition.
News spread fast, and soon the jungle animals gathered around. The parrot, acting as the announcer, squawked, Welcome to the ultimate food challenge. Whoever eats the most wins,
Get ready to lose.
Max declared, rubbing his hands together.
I'm just here for the free food.
Elroy replied with a grin. The parrot flapped his wings. Ready, set, eat. Max devoured bananas at lightning speed, peels flying everywhere. Elroy, however, ate slowly and steadily, calmly picking up food with his trunk. Seeing Elroy's relaxed pace, Max laughed.
Ha! At this rate, I'll win in no time.
Elroy smirked. We'll see. Max grabbed a mango and took a huge bite, only to nearly choke on the seed.
Who put a rock in my mango?
He mumbled, making a hilarious face. The parrot cackled, That's the seed, genius. Determined, Max kept stuffing food in his mouth. Suddenly, he got hiccups.
Hick! Oh no! Hick!
He groaned.
Told you to slow down.
Elroy chuckled. Max ignored him and kept eating. Meanwhile, Elroy calmly picked up a giant watermelon and, before anyone could react, swallowed it whole. The jungle animals gasped. The parrot squawked. An entire watermelon? Incredible. Max's jaw dropped.
Okay,
That was impressive.
As the challenge neared its end, Max looked wobbly. His belly let out a loud grrrn. Before he could react, he fell backward, rolling like a ball into a pile of bananas. From under the pile, Max's muffled voice groaned.
I think I lost.
Elroy laughed.
Looks like you bit off more than you could chew, so...
The parrot flapped his wings. And the winner is Elroy the elephant. Elroy picked up one more banana and offered it to Max. Max groaned. No, more bananas. Elroy grinned. So, I can have yours. Max snatched it back.
Hey, I didn't say that.
The jungle animals laughed, and the two friends smiled. The Great Jungle Food Challenge ended with a full belly, lots of laughs, and a valuable lesson. Sometimes, slow and steady wins the feast.
One sunny morning, Max the monkey swung from vine to vine, humming a mischievous tune. He still couldn't get over how funny Elroy had looked, running around with his trunk on fire from the spicy chili.
Time to step up my game.
Meanwhile, Elroy, still wary of Max's pranks, decided to be extra careful. He walked through the jungle, keeping an eye out for any suspicious banana peels, hidden ropes, or splat. A big gooey mango pie smacked him right on the forehead. Sticky mango dripped down his trunk as Max cackled from above.
Gotcha, big guy. Now you're the mango elephant.
Elroy wiped his trunk and sighed dramatically. All right, that was a good one, Max. But you know what? He smirked. Now it's my turn. Later that afternoon, Max lounged on his favorite tree branch, lazily snacking on peanuts. Elroy, carrying a bucket, tiptoed beneath him with an innocent smile. Hey, Max, want some peanuts with extra honey?
Extra honey? Oh, I love.
Before he could finish, Elroy tossed the entire bucket of sticky honey onto him.
Elroy, what did you do?
Just sweetening you up, buddy. But the real prank was about to begin. Within seconds, the jungle's busiest ant parade sniffed out the honey-covered monkey. He scrambled up the tree, shaking, jumping, rolling anything to get the ants off. Meanwhile, Elroy roared with laughter. That night, under the starry jungle sky, Max sat near the river, plotting his next move. Elroy lay nearby, still chuckling at the honey fiasco. Suddenly, Max had an idea. He grabbed some glow-in-the-dark berries and sneakily smeared them all over Elroy's back while he was dozing off. When Elroy woke up, Max gasped dramatically.
Elroy, you're glowing. You're a ghost elephant.
Elroy turned to the river and saw his reflection. His entire back shimmered neon green. His eyes went wide. What happened to me? Elroy blinked, then smirked.
Guess you're the ghost of the jungle now.
Oh, you just wait, Max. The prank war is far from over. As their laughter echoed through the jungle, one thing was certain: this prank war would never end. The end. One sunny morning, Max the monkey sat high up in a tree, munching on a banana with a mischievous grin. His tail swayed as he looked down at Elroy the elephant, who was peacefully walking along the jungle path. Max smirked.
Time for some fun.
He tossed a banana peel onto the ground right in Elroy's path and waited. Elroy, humming to himself, stepped forward. What a peaceful day. Wah. His massive feet slipped, and with a loud thud, he landed flat on his back. Max burst into laughter, clutching his belly.
That was perfect. You should have seen your face, Elroy.
Elroy sat up, rubbing his head. He looked at Max and smirked. Oh, you think that's funny, huh? Just wait, monkey. Payback is coming. Later, Max lounged under a shady tree, still chuckling to himself.
Too easy,
he said, tossing another banana in the air. Suddenly, a shadow loomed over him. He looked up to see Elroy, grinning wide. Elroy asked, "Need to cool off, buddy?" Before Max could react, Splash! A trunk full of cold water drenched him from head to toe. Max sputtered, shaking his fur.
Ah, Elroy, that was freezing.
Elroy chuckled. Oh, my bad. Must have been an accident. He winked and walked away, his mission successful. Max, now dripping wet, narrowed his eyes.
All right, big guy, you asked for it.
A little later, Max spotted Elroy happily chewing on his favorite sugarcane. Quietly, Max swapped it out with a fiery red jungle chili stick. Elroy took a huge bite. Wait. Ah, fire! Hot! Spicy! He flailed his trunk, his ears flapping wildly as he searched for water. Max rolled on the ground, howling with laughter.
Now that's what I call a hot prank.
Elroy gulped down water and panted. Okay. You win this round, monkey. But this prank war isn't over. The jungle echoed with their laughter as they both planned their next moves. Who would win the ultimate prank war? Only time would tell.